Today we're gonna be making the viral cheesecake hack 3 different ways. This is one of the biggest trends that I have ever seen and people are absolutely loving it. And that's because it's so easy. And a couple weeks ago, months ago, time is relative, I don't know. You guys seem to really like the video where we were trying this hack 2 different ways. The first way was with Greek yogurt, and you basically take whatever type of cookie that you want. If you are keto, then you can use your favorite keto cookie, and you put them inside the Greek yogurt to create a cheesecake-like thing. And the magic happens actually in the refrigerator while you let it set. A lot of the moisture from the Greek yogurt goes into the cookies and it makes it soft and it makes the yogurt drier. And in that video, we tried it 2 different ways. We tried it with yogurt and we also tried it with cottage cheese because we have to. And in that video, we kind of liked the Greek yogurt one. We liked them both, but like we were just like, oh, the Greek yogurt one is really good. But the more that we ate the cottage cheese one, we realized that the cottage cheese one tasted more like cheesecake. So today we're gonna be showing you 3 different variations with cottage cheese. So cottage cheese is a viral ingredient and it is a staple on a keto lifestyle right now, and so is Element, and they are the sponsor of this video. So Sarah and I have been drinking Element way back since 2020 because we absolutely love the way it tastes and the way it makes us feel in our keto lifestyle. That's because when you go into ketosis, you shed a lot of water, and inside that water are your electrolytes. This can leave you feeling tired, having muscle cramps, or even nausea, and we call that the keto flu. Element replenishes your electrolytes so that you feel better. It has 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. And did we mention, it tastes amazing. Our favorite flavors are the citrus salt and the grapefruit salt, but they are all amazing and you can actually mix them together. Like we mixed the lemonade salt with the raspberry salt, and that one is a favorite for the summer that we're gonna be making a lot. And right now is an amazing time to try Element because they are giving you an 8-count sample pack of Element's most popular drink mix flavors with any purchase. And try it completely risk-free. If you don't like it, just email them and they will make it right. Just go to drinklmnt.com/ketotwins. Find your favorite flavor or share some with a friend. So you can use your favorite type of cottage cheese. When we get our hands on Good Culture, that's the one that we buy. This one has 2 grams of carbohydrates per 1/2 cup. There's different types of cottage cheese too. You could use lower calorie cottage cheese, lower fat cottage cheese, whatever fits within your lifestyle, you should use. Don't be trapped by just what we're doing. See how it works for you. That's what we like to encourage here on our channel. Don't look at something like, I can't have that. Think, how can I have that?
How can I keto-fy that? Yeah. How do I keto-fy that?
Right. Okay, so you're not gonna want a bunch of curds in your cheesecake. I don't like the idea of that. We're gonna be using an immersion blender and we're going to whip up this entire container of cottage cheese. And this is also great if you like to make cottage cheese chips or any kind of other way to use cottage cheese. Like we've used it even in a buffalo chicken dip. That was really delicious. There are endless ways to use cottage cheese.
That is blended.
That is blended. A lot of people don't know what this is. This is an immersion blender. We have a video on Facebook that has 3 million views on it.
Does it?
It's mostly people saying that they don't know what this is. It's an immersion blender. It's like a compact
blender and a
precision
stick.
Blender.
A stick blender.
Right. Get it going. I have to be better about my facial expressions. So since that video went live, Sarah has been experimenting in the kitchen, and these are all Sarah's experiments. That way we can blame her when they go wrong, okay? This
I knew
is what
that you were gonna
she's
say
been
that.
making, and I'm gonna be trying them today for the first time. And the first is a key lime with limes not from the Keys cheesecake.
You don't hear about lime cheesecake. It's always key lime.
Right. And so we're using regular limes because we couldn't get key limes. It's the same, they're similar, okay? We're gonna be using speckaloos, stevia, and some lime zest.
First, fill up your container.
Whatever container. You just wanna be able to put it in the fridge for a while. I would say covered. We're gonna sweeten it with 5 drops of stevia.
You could use whatever sweetener you want. We like that it's a liquid stevia. It incorporates better than other like powder form of sweeteners.
Next up, some zest of lime.
Key limes are only available during the winter, right?
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know the lore.
I think you're gonna like it.
And then a couple tablespoons, or what, 1 tablespoon?
No, 2 tablespoons at least. You want the lime.
2 wedges.
2 tablespoons of lime juice. Key limes, but any lime will do.
Next up, we broke these, but sometimes you need to break them in order to stick them in. That's it. Key lime, cottage cheese, cheesecake hack.
Our first recipe down.
All right. If you know us well, if you know Sarah well, you're gonna guess the next one because it's strawberry.
Strawberry shortcake.
So for this one, it is just simply some mashed, frozen, or fresh strawberries. That's it. This is gonna add a couple of carbs. You're not using that much in here. It's just a tablespoon.
You could add strawberry if you wanted to, strawberry extract. But...
Strawberry extract is very good to have on hand because, you know, like sometimes if I'm making ice cream, strawberry just doesn't give you that really strong strawberry flavor. I think this will though, but when you have like a bunch of stuff that you're making, it becomes not low carb pretty quickly. And we're also going to be adding stevia, and we're going to be adding a touch of vanilla because I think that's going to play very nicely into it, or Sarah is, because I haven't tried it. But
yeah, strawberry vanilla, classic.
Okay, let's add our stevia in here. I would add more stevia.
Because of the cookies in there, it's gonna be hard to like add any sweetener afterward, you know? But the cookies also have sweetener in it, so you have to think about that. You don't want the cream to be too sweet because the cookies are already sweetened.
Imagine making a bunch of these and then just having them.
I know, like meal prep almost.
I will say that Sarah's husband has been eating all of the experiments out of the fridge,
yep.
So he loves it.
About yesterday at 1 o'clock in the morning, he made one for himself, one of these, and he's like, I just used up all of your speckaloos cookies. And I'm like, I needed them for tomorrow. And he's like, oh sorry.
Oopsie-doo. When I was young, I would get yogurt. My mom would buy yogurt. And then Sarah and I both did this. We would eat the plain yogurt on the top, and then we would eat the fruit separately at the bottom.
Yeah.
Does anyone else do that?
You know why? Because when you would mix it, it would dilute the flavor of the sweet.
My husband was horrified when he saw me do that the first time. These cookies are broken, so...
It doesn't matter. They're all serving the same purpose.
Just stick the cookies in.
Don't eat it.
It's good. The third cottage cheese hack that we're going to be doing is a tiramisu. And so you're going to be needing espresso, but we'll give you other options later. Unsweetened cocoa powder, vanilla, stevia, and blended cottage cheese, and the cookies. Let's do 5 drops of stevia, touch of vanilla, and we're going to be using a tablespoon of brewed espresso, but this does add a lot of liquid into your cottage cheese. So if you don't want it to be more liquidy, then you can use instant espresso powder or instant coffee powder, like an instant coffee by Nespresso or Taster's Choice, whatever. And then you just dissolve it in a tiny bit of water and you get that really, really strong coffee flavor without adding a lot of additional liquid into this. So that's probably what we will do next time. We don't have any instant coffee. We're all about using what you have.
Right.
This whisk is cute.
It works. What are you talking about?
But I just feel like a giant. Alrighty, here we go. And then at the end, we're gonna top it with a little bit of unsweetened cocoa powder. You don't wanna do it now because it's just gonna absorb. In they go. But because I don't wanna come back here in 12 hours, Sarah has made them already. We're gonna go downstairs and we're gonna try them.
Unveiling the lime, the key lime, faux key lime.
Doesn't look like anything different, but
it does. I think it looks like thicker.
Very good.
The speckaloos are just perfect here. They act like a graham crackery type of crust, kind of like similar to what a key lime has. Maybe I could have gone a little bit more with the lime flavor, maybe more, a little bit more zest. I don't know. What do you think?
No, it tastes like key lime.
Okay.
It tastes like lime.
I guess I just want like punch.
Yeah, we're not subtle
type of flavor when I get it. But
if something calls for half a teaspoon of garlic powder, I put a tablespoon.
Why even add garlic powder? Half a teaspoon doesn't do anything.
I guess I could see it if you add a little bit more lime juice in there.
Depending on how like
1.5 tablespoons.
Yeah.
Lime zest will not make it more watery, so let me.
Right. I think I did like half of the lime in there. When I do like a whole lime, I think it's very good. What
Delicious, delicious. It tastes like cheesecake.
Exactly, I think so too.
And this cottage cheese has only 2 grams of net carbs per serving.
So the lime, you want to rate it?
Afterward. I'll do my favorites afterward. All right, next up was strawberry. These spoons are too big. I like a small, tiny spoon.
Bring your own spoon then. I only got one little spoon, so.
You need to buy some because this is too large. Looks good.
I think it definitely looks
The
thicker.
cookies should just be able to crumble.
Like how they are right there, yep.
It's not there for any kind of crunch or anything. Delicious.
Strawberry shortcake. 100%, right?
It tastes like strawberry cheesecake ice cream.
Oh, the one from Ben & Jerry's.
Yeah.
Yes. The New York style cheesecake ice cream? No, strawberry cheesecake ice cream by Ben & Jerry's.
It tastes like that.
Because it does have like those kind of graham crackers in there.
Like a swirl.
Yeah, this is like a dupe for that.
Just like it.
It's a dupe.
And it's thick like an ice cream without being frozen solid. It tastes just like it. So good.
Do you liking my ideas so far?
Yes.
Surprising.
Might come back to that one later. All right, tiramisu. Smells like coffee.
This, I think, really just adds it. It makes it,
It needs
tiramisu. It needs it. But I will say, do not inhale, like, to go, when you because otherwise the cocoa powder is just going to go, like...
In your lungs.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It tastes just like tiramisu.
I know. I think that cocoa powder on there, it just, like, makes it instantly taste like tiramisu to me. Because when you have that tiramisu, like, you always have this layer of cocoa powder on it.
It does it. It is an amazing dupe.
Emily finally liked something that I made. I think that when we first did that video, I was like racking my brain trying to figure out what we could actually do with it. Like, this is a good hack. Like, how can we make it different? And how can we put our own spin on it with things that we love and things I didn't have to buy anything for this. I had all these ingredients. I had frozen strawberries that we used in a recipe like 5 months ago. I had the coffee. I had limes. Just trying to utilize the things that we have in our pantry to make something decadent.
I think also there's something to be said for something that is so simple that it tastes decadent.
Right.
I mean, this does not taste like it's cottage cheese. This tastes like a kind of like no-bake cheesecake that would take you longer to make than what it is. And so definitely try these three. If I had to pick my favorite, strawberry. So,
Really?
yeah. This one though is really good. I went back immediately for it. But there's something about that freshness of the strawberry.
It just tastes like a strawberry shortcake to me.
So good.
Yeah, I think mine, it would be strawberry, tiramisu, and key lime.
Same.
I'm glad you like my recipes.
I'll include Sarah's recipes in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe. We are very close to hitting 300,000 subscribers. Subscribing is free, but it really does help our channel. We really appreciate each and every one of you who has taken the time to subscribe. And if you guys have any other ideas, I know that there's more And if you guys have any other ideas, we would love to hear about what other combinations we could try and then share with all of you in the comment section below. Maybe like
blueberry
lemon.
That's what Alex said.
With poppy seeds in it.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
That would be a good one. And YouTube seems to think that you're going to like this video here, so why don't you click on it and we will see you over there. Anyway, I'm Emily.
And I'm Sarah.
And we are the Keto Twins signing out. I can't even talk because I'm like...
It's the cocoa powder. It gets
Is
in
it?
Yeah.